Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
We will go on the record in the matters 25 CM03, 25 CM04, 25 CM06, 25 CM09, State of Wisconsin versus Tammy Blomberg. The state appears through Assistant District Attorney Holly Rocco in person. We have Gabriel Pollock, Defense Counsel, making a special appearance on Ms. Blomberg's behalf. Ms. Blomberg appears by video conferencing in custody in Burnett County Jail. We're set today in these matters for initial appearances. Mr. Pollock, you met with Ms. Blomberg in a confidential breakout session to go over to see if she is qualified for a public defender. You were able to speak with her. You said off the record that she has more complicated application, so you may not know if she qualifies exactly at this moment or not, but you are making a special appearance. Were you able to go over the criminal complaints with her and the maximum possible penalties?
Your Honor, given the number of complaints as well as the short time that we had, I did not go through the complaints with her. She advised that she has received them and read them, although for purposes of the record, if the court would be willing to at least read out the charges and maximum penalties, I think that would be appropriate. The name, address, and date of birth are correct, and I am comfortable waiving reading of probable cause.
All right, thank you. Ms. Blomberg, you've been cited with multiple crimes and 4 separate criminal complaints. In 25 CM03, you've been cited with disorderly conduct, domestic abuse. It alleges on or around December 26, 2024, in Burnett County, Wisconsin, in a private place, you engaged in abusive, boisterous, unreasonably loud, or otherwise disorderly conduct, which under the circumstances tended to provoke a disturbance. That would be a Class B misdemeanor. Upon conviction, you do face a fine of up to $1,000 or imprisonment of up to 90 days of incarceration or both. This does have the domestic abuse enhancer. That means that if you are convicted with a domestic abuse enhancer, you would have an additional $100 surcharge fee and a federal prohibition to no longer being able to use or possess a firearm for life. Do you understand that charge and that maximum penalty?
I do.
In 25 CM04, you've been charged with 1 count of contact after domestic abuse arrest. It alleges on December 28, 2024, in Burnett County, Wisconsin, as a person arrested for a domestic abuse incident, you intentionally failed to avoid the residence of GB, an alleged victim of the domestic abuse incident, during a 72-hour immediately following your arrest for domestic disorderly abuse. That is a misdemeanor. Upon conviction, you could be fined not more than $10,000 or imprisoned not more than 9 months in the county jail or both. Do you understand that count and the maximum penalty?
I do.
In 25 CM06 as well as 25 CM09, you've been charged with misdemeanor bail jumping charges. You've been charged with a total of 3 misdemeanor bail jumping charges. It alleges on or around January 14, 2025 and January 14, 2025. It indicates both dates and January 12th, 2025 and January 14, 2025 that in Burnett County, Wisconsin, you were charged with misdemeanors in Burnett County cases 25 CM03 and 25 CM04, and you were released from custody with certain bail conditions, and you intentionally failed to comply with those bail conditions. And as such, there are 3 separate misdemeanor bail jumping charges. Upon each conviction, you could face up to $10,000 fines or up to 9 months of imprisonment or both. Do you understand those 3 separate misdemeanor bail jumping charges?
I do.
Not guilty pleas will be entered on your behalf. You are entitled to jury trials and you would be entitled to speedy trials should you request one. Mr. Pollock, what are you asking for?
Thank you, Your Honor. Again, Ms. Blomberg's application is complicated in that typically she would not qualify due to assets. However, I'm not sure if the calculus changes due to her husband being considered the alleged victim. It sometimes does. So I need to go back with my office and determine whether this is such a situation. If that happens and she qualifies, I will likely take the case. If she does not qualify, I assume she will be petitioning the court for appointment of counsel. In addition, I think I can state to the court that the state essentially indicated that their primary goal with this prosecution is to have Ms. Blomberg enter some sort of a treatment. Ms. Blomberg advised me off the record that she's intending to enter into adult and teen challenge in the near future. So I think this is trending towards a rather quick resolution once we can get through the administrative things. So if the court would permit a relatively quick return date.
We are in victim choice compliance.
Yes, Your Honor.
Victim, anything from victims input that the court should consider?
They want a no contact.
A complete no contact? Is there, did I do a no contact or was it a no abusive? Because at the time they were married, let me check the. Okay, to look at the first one. No abusive after 72 hours, and I don't think that was changed, so they want a simple no, zero, no contact, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So the court will keep all other conditions of bond at this time, but change no abusive contact with victim to no contact with victim.
Your Honor, excuse me, how could I pack for Teen Challenge without going to my home and getting my things?
I don't know, you're in custody, how can you?
Well, I don't know, that's what I mean. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to go to treatment that could possibly change everything for me. I would need
And
to.
Ms. Blomberg, I love that you're saying that, and I love that you want to go to treatment, but whether or not you get out of custody, unless you pay the bail, only I get to determine whether or not you go to treatment. So that's on me. And so that'll be a bail modification hearing, and that'll be on your attorney to make those arguments and those statements. But I'm going to tell you, unless you pay the bail, you're not getting out to go pack some things to go to treatment. Somebody else will have to do that.
I don't have my mom around right now. She's the only one that would be able to do that for me. But
Is this your mother here? Are you her mother? No, you're just a friend?
oh no,
Okay.
yeah, my mom's not here.
So then, well, you'll just have to talk to your attorney and figure that out. But right now, you're in custody. You have bail. If you pay bail, that's a different situation. But right now, you're in custody. You violated my bond 4 times.
Okay. Yes, Your
So-
Honor.
February 5th at 11:30. February 5th at 11:30. And just status. So, Mr. Pollock, if she's able to get any confirmation of any teen challenge or anything like that, you know what to do.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Thank you. We are adjourned. Mr. Lindis. We will go on the record in the matter 25 CF 02, State of Wisconsin versus Sean Lindis. The state appears through Assistant District Attorney Holly Rocco in person. We have Mr. Lindis in person with counsel Gabriel Pollock making a special appearance on his behalf here today. We're set here today for an initial appearance. Mr. Pollock, please let me know if you went over the criminal complaint and if he understands it.
Your Honor, I was able to go through the complaint with Mr. Lindis. I believe he understands the maximum possible penalty associated with each charge. I believe the name, address, and date of birth are all correct on the document. We are comfortable waiving any further reading of the complaint. Mr. Lindis is also comfortable waiving the time limit to hold a preliminary hearing. Based on the criminal complaint alleging a simple stop and service of warrant, I anticipate this becoming my case. I don't think there will be any conflict issues.
All right, not guilty plea will be entered on your behalf as to the misdemeanor. You're still on River Road, West River Road.
Yes,
Telephone ends in 8209.
yes,
May we send you text message notifications?
yes.
All right, okay. February 5th at 10:45, February 5th, 10:45 in front of me. We are adjourned.
Well, actually, I need you to sign them.
Now, anyone know about Miss Rickman? She's in jail?
Oh, no, I don't.
Oh,